Welcome to Fabulous Life Confabulations. I am Denise Williams, and we're counting down 2 more days. And we have with us Elizabeth Terry, Denise Robinson, and we are the coaches of the Fabulous Life. And I just want to thank you for being with us as we count down to a new year. And we have something so special planned for you. Now, let me say, the ladies here, we are part of the Fabulous Life community. And really and truly, our question is, what support do you need? Yeah. Life coaching, it really can boost your performance. We're looking at help you make more money, build your network, shatter financial blocks, become more creative, develop a wellness plan, transform your life, improve your image, become more productive. And so this evening it's just the three of us because, we have a lot, coaches, there's 6 of us, but it's a safe space and you can be in our safe space. You can like, share, subscribe to YouTube, like our Fabulous Life Facebook page, join our Fabulous Life Facebook group, or check us out on meetup.com/create your fabulous life. And of course, the website, www.financiallyfocused.com. Now, again, as I said, here we are, the three of us. Liz, Denise, welcome.
Thanks, Denise. Wonderful to be here.
Right. So, so thanks, Denise, because my mic wasn't on and I was checking. All right, so I know. So, all right, so let me finish. Okay, so we got some awesome words, but we also have some awesome activities for you. We want to set goals the correct way. Yeah, so we're gonna break through that internal programming where we're gonna help you to start to loosen up and abandon the programming that maybe teachers, parents, taught you and help you to develop a new one. And I found that once person start and set goals, yeah, there's a little self-sabotage in there, but not that much because you're more clear. So is it better money goals? The goals to be more creative, the goal to set your enhance your performance. We want to help you make 2021 your best year. And so, in order to do that, I'm going to be the guinea pig, which I don't mind. And we have two coaches that actually represent the two sides of the brain. And here we go. So, just in case, because this PowerPoint has decided to not behave itself, and it keeps shooting ahead. But just in case, just to let you know who I am before we jump into tonight's activities. So I'm Denise Williams, as I said, and I'm a financial coach, and I'm going to help you in the fabulous life space deal with the creative energy of money. Because when you have $1 million mission, don't hang around with 1 cent minds. Come on, let's lift the energy. And then we have a PowerPoint that is so naughty, naughty, naughty. Oh, so very naughty. And then we're going to get into the energy of looking at the two sides of your brain. So let me see if the PowerPoint has decided. It's not. So, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. So much high energy. I want to invite you because, again, I don't know why this is behaving like this. But I wanted to also take the opportunity to invite you to register for our 21-day challenge to Ignite 2021. Okay. And in that challenge, you can register at eventbrite.com. Here are the details. And we want to be sure that you are registered and ready to go. All right. So, up next, here we go, here we go, here we go. Denise, I want you to take over from me because I want to get into
Thanks, Denise. Let me start then. Start the ball rolling. So for me, 2020 was definitely a year of going within. There's a saying that my spiritual teacher used to use all the time. If you don't go within, you go without. And I think that's really the truth. If there is nothing else that 2020 has brought many of us, is this reconnection or strengthening of that bond with your higher self, with your inner spiritual being. And I know that has certainly happened for me. And that has led to a greater feeling of freedom and independence, a greater feeling of certainty, even in the, the environment of uncertainty. Because when you really have a strong bond with that part of yourself, that higher self, then you become unshakable. You really become grounded and centered. And I really spent a lot of 2020 developing that aspect of myself. I think the other area for me was just a sort of re-examination of priorities, what really is important, family, close friends, relationships. I think these are the things that stand out. As somebody said, when you're on your deathbed, you never say, well, I wish I had one more hour to be at the office. It's really more about how you are connecting with people. Ultimately, I think we are social beings. And so developing those bonds, I feel, even whilst we were socially distant, it certainly brought home to me the importance of connection, even whilst we're not hugging and squeezing and, doing our usual touchy-feely stuff with family and friends. Definitely we are connecting, and we're connecting on a different level. And a word for me would be developing resilience. And yeah, I think that would be a good word. And agility. I think those two are really stand out for me.
Okay, so I think for me, 2020, I think I nested, I just really nested and, stayed. Of course, I guess the word, you're in a bubble with your kids and close family. So that was important. The connection was so critical. I mean, I think I always said, COVID came at a time when the technology allowed us to be closer than ever. And so I am very grateful for technology. I'm very grateful for just really knowing, it was also very important to know who stood with you, who made the time to talk, who made the time to connect. So I was very grateful for the people who made that effort, who showed love, showed caring. It just really made a difference. My word, I think, going into 2021 would be expansion. I absolutely share everything Liz said in terms of going within. And I think that's, one of the things about what we do here at Fabulous Life is that, we're all independent coaches doing our own thing, but really in coming together, we show a more holistic approach to life. You don't just need money. You don't just need art. You can't be, just driven by performance or wellness but together, what a life, what a fabulous life together. And so, of course, at this time, Paul Point has decided to behave itself. And so I wanted to share our special activity for this evening, which is looking at goal setting from the left and the right brain. And our coaches are going to take us through that act, going to talk about it because, you're looking at the logic and the strategy, and the reason and the science and control. You don't want to be lopsided because you need, the art, the poetry, the passion, the freedom, the creativity. And so tonight we're going to have this awesome, awesome activity. I hand it over to you, Denise, to take us through that.
Mm. If I can say, Denise, that just from my perspective, the logical brain, the left side, as I think Denise has put us in opposite sides, right? But there is actually a very big connection. And it's not quite so straightforward to say left and NLP is left brain and the your creativity is right brain, because actually we use both. And when you talked about a while ago the idea of emotions, and certainly when we are coaching anyone, we always start with what the present state is, and we use the word state. And state, of course, implies that it has to do with a feeling, and what is the desired state. And so often when people think of the desired state, they think of, oh, a goal that they want. It's a car or a house or money in the bank or a relationship or what have you. But from our perspective, that there are resources within each and every person that are accessible even now, even in this present moment, that you haven't just accessed yet. And so the coach is there to help you to access those resources so that you can actually get to that desired state with or without those other things that you say that you actually want. And when you get to that desired state in terms of the feeling, then you actually, through law of attraction, you actually are able to allow those much more easily into your life. So I just wanted to, see how we could actually merge our different perspectives in a way. Mhm. Mhm. Denise.
Yes, I wanted to jump in. So, hold on. Yes, so I wanted to jump in and say that I find the whole left brain, right brain process fascinating. And I too have been, sharing I've been doing my visual journal, Denise. And so, of course, this was what the inside of my head looks like. And this represents, all the different aspects of my personality. Um, this represents the calmness that I'm seeking in the midst of the crazy pandemic. Um, of course, this is the real estate empire I'm after. And, so I have been cutting out images that represent, so I totally get it. And in fact, for me, an art journal tends to be, I don't want to, it tends to be very emotional, very emotional. So even if I have, like I said, I have this real estate empire that I'm going after, but how am I being, how am I feeling about it? Um, it's just so funny because is real estate about security? Is real estate about cash flow? Is real estate about proving that I can do it? What is the thing? So that's for me, the art journal is very much about who, I guess it's the human being side as opposed to human doing. However, we still need to have a human doing approach to goal setting. We need to be very concrete. We need to be very specific. So I think I should hand over to Liz. So, Liz, I take the
Okay. All right. So before we do that, though, I just have a quick question for Denise Rob, because I wanted to really, in my own mind, be very clear on the distinction that you're making between vision boarding and vision journaling. I'm thinking some of our listeners might be interested in that. You're muted. So it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. Thank you. Yes. Very much so. I appreciate that, and I'm sure our listeners also that idea of continuity and keeping up the feeling and the focus on the feeling rather than the what's actually just one time usually put on the vision board. So, thank you for that, Denise. All right, so Denise, yes. So Denise Williams, you can put back up that slide for me. Great. So how I see it is that the process that Denise Rob has shared with us is about setting intentions. It's at a vision level. And I think that's really important because generally that comes from our unconscious mind. We're driven by our values and by these unconscious feelings and thoughts that we have around what we really want. And so those exercises help to draw out that aspect of us. So once we've drawn that aspect out, now we need to get really specific. And there's an aspect of our minds called the reticular activation system. And in order to fully harness the power of our unconscious mind in helping us to get the goals that we really want, we have to get down to specifics at some point. So we have that big vision to capture what we unconsciously really want and to harness our creativity and the feelings around it. And then now we have to get much more specific to really be able to say, yes, this is what I want, and devise a strategy so that we can get to that end that we are looking towards. So, in that vein, the company that I also represent, Think, Grow, Lead, we're having a workshop, which is just a 2.5 hour workshop on January the 7th. And that is around goal setting to help you really clarify what it is that you want and to set yourself up for success for 2021. And I really believe that everybody who is on this call, and in fact, I'm going to be on that workshop, and to really ensure that you have a fulsome game plan so that you can get where you want to go. Results don't just happen overnight. And for me personally, I didn't understand or really appreciate the fullness of the importance of goal setting till I was way out of school and an adult, because nobody ever taught me. But the goal setting process is really important because it helps to directionalize you and to really give you a clear pathway to define the future. And as this says here, to execute the game, because that's really what it is. You have to have a strategy and a plan to get you where you want to go. So I really think that this is something you should check out. And the link is there if you want to register. And that's going to be next week, Thursday, January 7th to 4:30, so that you can get a fuller understanding
Liz,
of
next
how
week
to
is next
move.
year. I can't
That's
wait.
right. It is. It sure is. Yeah, 2021, here we come. Like it or not, it's here. So we just need to get ourselves together, and to leverage all of the wisdom, as Denise Robb said, all of the lessons, the learnings, Denise Williams, that you've had, all the self-reflection and the going within, which is now setting us up to have a really fabulous 2021. So if we've used this year to plant seeds, then 2021 is for finishing up that nurturing and watering and, of course, reaping.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really want to also take the opportunity to say that my bubble is not working again. I want to take the opportunity to say to everybody, I know it's like it's just decided to be naughty, but I just want to take the opportunity to say to everyone, we're all about having a fabulous life, and really want to thank the coaches who take the time and who really give of themselves to share this information. And we have a 21-day challenge coming up, so it's really exciting. And definitely we'll be sending out links and emails to everyone to give more information about the 21-day challenge. And so I just want to wish everyone a happy new year when it comes. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As I said,
They're gonna crack the whip
not
themselves.
no point being naughty, but I shall endeavor to send out all of the good stuff on my sister company, financially focused email blast. So you've missed nothing because the PowerPoint's being naughty. You've missed nothing. Yes.
Oh,
So
well,
Liz, again, thanks, Denise, thanks, Nadine, Dr. Harriet, Natalie, or Liza Roach not here saying thanks to all of them. Boy, I just,
yeah,
awesome new year. 2021 will be awesome because we get to choose.
that's
So
right. Yeah, that's that's terrific. Thank you all very, very much, and
all
all
right.
that's good.
Bye. Happy New Year. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.